Hello everybody, my name is Trina Parham and welcome to Delicious Dating Tips. I'm a dating coach and one of the new bloggers at the Black Love Forum, and today's topic is all about online dating. So before I get to the specific tips that I want to share with you to write a really great profile that will help you to attract the kind of person you want to meet, I want to tell you what doesn't work. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people make all the time in their online profiles is they write a laundry list of all of their traits or they write a laundry list of the traits that they want in a significant other. And so, there's no breaking it down. It's just, going on and on and on about just everything about you without any type of context whatsoever. Not the way you want to go, and I'll tell you how you can make that better in a second. The second biggest mistake that I see people making in their online profile is they use a lot of negativity. So, it's important to know what your deal breakers are. It's important to know the kind of relationship that you don't want, and it's important to keep that in the back of your mind. But in your dating profile, that's not the time to be talking about that. What you want to really be communicating to a potential mate is all of the good, fun-loving things about you. Now, there will be plenty of time for them to see the other side of you or the things that you don't like or want, if the relationship progresses. But when you have that little short time and space in your dating profile, you want to keep it as positive and upbeat and as affirmative as possible. So, tip number one. It is absolutely imperative to have an up-close facial shot and a full body shot that you want to post to your profile. One of the most awkward, uncomfortable moments that happen on a first date, especially when people meet online, is when two people show up to the date and one person doesn't look the way the other person had expected. It's just really uncomfortable, and it can be avoided if you just show up as you really are. And so in order to do that, you have to communicate to the person prior to the date exactly what you look like. So that means having not only an up-to-date picture, but also, again, as I said, a full facial shot and a full body shot. Now, I'm going to talk to the curvy girls just for a second. There are a lot of words that are on, these dating sites that don't really communicate exactly what your body looks like. But now is not the time to think you're going to convince a man that with your words that he's going to fall in love with you if he doesn't like your body type. And I think the same goes for men. So now is not the time to be working that out. You need to be as open and honest about what you look like as possible. So just take up-to-date pictures and let the person decide if you're the kind of person that, they're attracted to and want to go out with. Tip number two is to create a friendly user handle. So that means, you don't necessarily want to go with, what your profession is. I see a lot of people doing that, but when it comes to your handle, use something that's creative and fun. If you have a lot of passions or interests, maybe combine that with your name, or, just something that's creative that's going to get someone's attention. And again, you don't have to put too much thought into it, but make it fun. And tip number three is you want to tell a story in your profile. So again, going back to that laundry list of traits, so let's say you're somebody that has a really good sense of humor, or you like to travel, or you like to hike, or whatever it is. Instead of, listing that out, what you want to do is tell a story. So tell your best travel story. One of my favorite places is Spain. I love Spain. So if I were putting together a profile, I would talk about one of my favorite nights in Spain when I was, out dancing and hanging out with my friends and having a great glass of wine. And, so it really gives an opportunity for the person to see, what my personality is like, but also sharing some of my interests. And then when it comes to describing the kind of person that you want to meet, you want to write it more in paragraph form instead of a list, so that the person can get a composite picture of what you're looking for. But you really want to showcase, what makes you a good partner, what makes you a good mate, and showcase all of your best qualities and characteristics. So that concludes our delicious dating tips for today. I hope you enjoyed them. So please leave a comment and share your thoughts with me. Thanks.